Good afternoon. We are back at Shade State Park, but today we are on the Frisz Ravine as our part of the 6 Ravine Challenge. So let's get moving. So here we are walking down the moderate side of Trail 4 at Shades. This runs right along the side of Sugar Creek, which some people will tell you is unsafe to swim in, although you can canoe or tube in here, and a lot of those canoeists or tubists, is that even a word? Do jump off and swim, I'm sure. We've been kayaking down there a couple times. I don't know. I don't like to get wet when I'm kayaking, but sometimes you got to get out and push because the creek can be low. So this is the rugged section of the trail. There's usually got a couple different options. There's some trails carved out. You can hike along the creek bed. It kind of depends on what time of the year you're there. I think I can hear some water running, so there is a little bit of water running. This is the same day as our last visit here where we went through the Kickapoo Ravine. So there is some water. And yeah, there's some trail markers along the side. So what was the Frisz Ravine? How did it get its name? It got its name from Joseph Frisz. Not sure if I'm even saying his name right, but it's close. He acquired this land in 1930 and sold the land in 1947 to a holding company called Save the Shades, who they in turn gave this land to the state to create Indiana's 15th state park. So at least he got his name on something. That's nice. You can see some of this stuff is a little scrambly. I always probably wearing my backpack, so I think that I can fit through smaller spaces that I can actually fit through. The trails here at Shades, they are, almost all of them are amazing. I really enjoy them. So here, I totally missed the sign there on the right. So this is where you would stop and take a picture, but I am focused on the trail here and absolutely missed my sign there. So that's disappointing, but at least you know where it is and you won't make the same mistake. Remember, if you are completing the 6 Ravine Challenge, then you need to take pictures in each of these ravines. And I find I just take a picture of the signs if they're available. And they're all available. I think when we get to the Cascade or the Silver Cascade Falls, there's even a sign there, but there's only one Silver Cascade Fall, so that doesn't make a big difference. Fun fact, I don't know if there still is, but there used to be an airfield associated with the Shades called the Roscoe Turner Flight Strip. I got news, Roscoe Turner, that's a pretty good name. Visitors could fly to the park in order to visit the Shades. Sounds a little out there for me, but that's okay. They say no other state park, at least in Indiana, has this feature, which doesn't surprise me. I don't know that there's millions of private pilots in Indiana. I think I've said it before, but I kind of avoid this in the summer whenever all the green is going great guns, because this gets really overgrown and I'm just never sure what's hiding in the plants. I'm not too worried about squirrels and raccoons. It's things like ticks and bugs that get you. So this stairway is, I'm going to say, relatively new. That only means it wasn't there when I was a kid growing up. So it's not really new. Man, my foot, I must be tired as all get out on this. My feet are slapping. Look at that, tripped coming up. I didn't even go this far today. I must be wimping out. Getting weak. I need to get some more exercise. There we can see our first ladder. This trail has 2 ladders. Some of the ladders at Turkey Run, you can avoid them, go around them, so you don't have to go up them. There is no going around these. Try and get my stuff together. Oh, I must have found, or am I just, I was going to say, did I find a piece of trash, or did I just trying to get my bag situated? But it comes right up into a second part of the ravine. It's a little tight. You can see everything is carved out and sculpted, and all the sculpting of these rocks, which is almost all sandstone around here, is done by the water. And you know, I think I've read that a lot of the park people or whatever say that people are the majority of the erosion cause today, but it really is. Water does a lot. Ooh, as we did a loop-de-loop there. Here we are up the second ladder. So moving right along. Oh, that was a noisy one. That must be my bag getting up in my way there. Let's see where I'm at. And here it starts to level out, and you can see the ravine kind of widens out a little as well here. I remember this day. This day I decided to end early. I was just getting tired, tripping, falling down, that kind of stuff. Although I don't think I fell down, just a lot of little trips. And I get back to my car. It was right after I finished this, and there's a group of people. I probably told this story already. A group of people gathered around my car, and I swear to God, I was peer pressured to hike another 6 miles after this. And I can feel how tired I sound just listening to my heavy breathing here and heavy plodding footsteps. But we're coming through here. There's a little bit left. The nice thing about shades, and I've said this before as well, is there's not that much visitation, which means there's just not that much trash. And I like a park that people don't just constantly fill it with trash. We're just continuing up, up, and up, and it's starting to level out. I always forget how far this one goes after you finish with the ladders. So I always feel like the ladders are near the end, but they're really not. But I think it's getting relatively close up here. If you haven't ever been to Shades, you should make your way out here. It's a lovely park, as you can tell. There's so much stuff on the ground that you can trip over. There is kind of a common trail that these all come back to. All these trails are little loops. And so that's where we're moving toward, is that common trail that will take us close to the Hickory parking lot. And the Hickory parking lot is the main parking lot. It's hard to get lost here, although I have managed it more than once, mostly because I just don't take my map with me. And here's the end of this section of the trail. So this is where we're going to wrap it up for today. So here we are with a little bit of trash that I picked up on another day. Clothes. I found 2 shirts, couple socks, nothing that actually fit, but that's okay. We'll take those to the Goodwill after we wash them. And then, of course, this is the sign that is at the entrance of the park. There is a fine for littering. Does it stop some people? No. But thank you for joining us for this video. Hope you come back for the next one, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.